Do we want to talk about Bucs Cowboys?
We can briefly touch on it. I got a couple notes
for the clip.
I'll be quick here. Real quick, Bucs are a 4-point favorite in this game. Over under 48.5. Real quick, over.
Oh.
And give me the Bucs. Don't overthink it. This Cowboys team
think so?
This Cowboys team's not actually good.
Cooper Rush
They've
has
been having a little success. I was about to say, the Bucs are 30th in pass yards per game allowed, and here's a nerd stat for you guys. Opponent success rate per dropback, Bucs are almost at 50%. That's third worst in the league. So Cooper Rush hasn't been awful lately, and this Bucs defense has been a little susceptible.
And their defense, the Bucs defense is banged up, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a couple injuries, and Rico Dowdle for the Cowboys over 100 yards the last 3 games. He's been figuring it out. Now, they've played some poo-poo teams, Panthers, Giants, Vegas, but still, I think they'll be able to move the ball. Don't hate the over. I like the Cowboys +4.
Okay. I will give a pro over stat. The Bucs, since week 10, their offense has actually been pretty good. This is given weeks without Mike Evans. They're 6th in EPA per drop back. They're 5th in EPA per rush. Now, the offense has been pretty good for the Bucs. Everything you said about Cooper Rush, he hasn't looked that bad, and I think we forget.
Only 1 pick in the last few weeks, yeah.
Yeah, and he has some fumble issues. He doesn't handle snaps well sometimes, but last year when he came in for a couple weeks, he didn't look that bad last year either. Now, is he a starting quarterback? Probably not, but it's not. I've seen worse backups. Cowboys rush defense rate, they're 32nd in design runs, 32nd in defending against red zone rushing, 32nd in rushing versus stacked box on defense, 32nd in rushing outside the tackles allowed, 32nd in rushing versus a light box. This is Bucky Irving, Rashad White fest. They're going off this game. This Dallas rush defense has been awful. I do kind of like the over too, as much as I hate to say it.
Don't you guys miss the days of, man, should Cooper Rush keep starting even when Dak comes back? I miss those conversations. I miss it.
Yeah, wait, why aren't those starting again?
Contract extension.
Yeah.
Long-term deal.
There's other games. Ben, do you have anything on this game?
Yeah, no, I was just going to say that I think the Cowboys, the one thing that they can do defensively a little bit is get after the passer. With that being said, I do have a trust in the Tampa Bay offensive line to keep Baker upright, especially considering that Diggs is out. I think Mike Evans is able to eat, and I do think the Bucs are definitely going to be able to run the ball really well. So the fact that the Cowboys' defensive strength, I think, is going to kind of be neutralized, definitely leads me to believe that the Buccaneers are going to put up a ton of points. I also think that CeeDee Lamb is going to have a big game as well. Big game for wide receivers. Big game for skill players on both sides and offenses. I do think Tampa wins this game by maybe 10-14. I think they win pretty easily, but I do think the Cowboys are able to put up some points too. So nothing crazy, nothing much different than what you guys have already touched on.
Over. OVER. Don't overthink
it.
Over. And Bucky Irving, rush yards. I think I have a new
All
system, Dylan. Hear me out.
Okay, I'm hearing.
I've been doing it with the Panthers, but I think it's time to do it with the Cowboys, or maybe I'm too late on it. Just take the opposing running back's rush yards.
It's not. I don't hate that. Chuba Hubbard.
I was going to say,
last week, would he?
No. Well, that's what I'm saying. I didn't do it with the Cowboys-Panthers game. I did it with Rico Dowdle. I'm saying you do it against the Cowboys and against the Panthers. You take the opposing team's running backs because teams run all over the Panthers. I've been doing it with them, but I think it's time to start doing it with the Cowboys, even though Chuba didn't have a great game, but Rico Dowdle, 150 yards, and everybody else has been having success on the ground against the Cowboys.